In this video, I'm going to continue evaluating my external environment, and I'm going to be undertaking Porter's 5 forces of competition analysis. To get started, simply click on 5 forces of competition, or you can use the next button to navigate to your 5 forces of competition screen. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 5 forces of competition, and you'll be presented with this screen. So most of you will know that Porter's 5 forces constitute substitute products, buyers, potential new entrants, suppliers, and rivalry amongst competing sellers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on substitute products. You could also use the next button to navigate to substitute products. So to get started, these are pre-input factors that make up substitute product factors. So to get started, it's how strong are competitive pressures coming from substitute products from outside the industry. I've already been through this, and I've selected factors relevant to my company custom IT solutions in the spirit of time. So I'm just going to skim through these and say that there aren't many substitute products in the market that can rival custom IT solutions at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave them blank. I am going to say that competitive pressures from substitute products are weak because they aren't readily available, and neither are they attractively priced when they are available. Buyers do have a high cost in switching to substitute products because you got to firstly innovate and build the substitute products in order to have any chance of switching to substitutes. So those are my 2 factors that I'm going to say is relevant to substitute products. Next, I'm going to go ahead and click on buyer factors, and again, in the spirit of time, I've already been through these and selected factors that are relevant to my company custom IT solutions. So in this case, competitive pressures stemming from buyer bargaining power, I've evaluated how strong it is, and basically I've selected that demand is weak in relation to supplier, buyers are large and few in number relative to the number of industry sellers, etc. Then I've went ahead and selected factors that are relevant to buyer bargaining power, which is generally weaker when you select any of these factors. So buyer costs of switching to competing products are differentiated. Buyers' information regarding to sellers are limited. Buyers cannot credibly threaten to integrate backward. So basically, the threat from buyers entering our market is relatively weak compared to their strength in entering the market. So next, I'm going to go ahead and look at new entrance factors. And again, this is what are the threats from new people entering our market. So again, I've already selected the factors that I thought was relevant. Generally, you can go into a university, get a university degree in software engineering, and you're pretty much good to go as a freelance custom IT developer of software. So entries aren't that high, and entry threats are weaker when barriers are higher, but in this case, the barriers are not that high. The one that I am going to untake from what I've already taken is say that barriers are high since incumbents enjoy cost advantages. I'm going to untake that and say that the barriers are not that high to enter our market. Next, I'm going to go ahead and click on supplier factors, and this is a threat of suppliers making it difficult for us. So supplier bargaining power is stronger when supplier product services are short supply. Now, we are in custom IT solutions. We don't really rely that much on suppliers apart from just some basic marketing software and other bits and pieces. So as you can see, I have no factors ticked for supplier bargaining power to be strong. As a matter of fact, buyer bargaining power is generally weak in our industry, as there is a surge in the availability of supplies. Industry members switching costs to alternative suppliers are low. Industry members switching account for a big fraction of supplier sales. Yeah, that's possible. Good substitutes for supplier products and services exist. We are never in short supply of our supplies required. So that's about it. The next thing I'm going to do is click on rival firm factors. So this is generally much more important, and rivalry is strong when buyer demand is growing. So we definitely see buyer demand growing. Buyer cost to switch brands are low. That's not entirely true, especially when it comes to custom developed software. The products of industry members are commodities or else weakly differentiated. That's not entirely true. Firms in the industry have high fixed cost or high storage cost. Not entirely true. Competitors are numerous or are roughly equal in size and competitive strength. Definitely. Rivals have diverse objectives, strategies, and/or countries of origin. Absolutely, we've seen now that with the internet, there's basically no boundaries to competitors. Rivals face high exit barriers. Not entirely true. Rivalry is weak when buyer demand is growing rapidly. The industry has slowed down with the GFC and also with current economic uncertainty. It's hard to say what buyer demand is going to do in the future. Buyer costs to switch brands are high. That's true. The products of rival sellers are strongly differentiated and customer loyalty is high. Absolutely. Fixed and storage costs are low. Not entirely. Well, that is true actually. Sales are concentrated around few large sellers. Not entirely true. And exit barriers are low. Yep, absolutely. So there you have it. That's my 5 forces of competition analysis. And just remember that if there's anything that is not in here and you wanted to add in something specific, simply click on Add New. It will automatically take in, and you can just type in whatever it is that you think is relevant to your company. So rivals, that is high exit barriers, just by way of example. You see it's ticked. So the next thing to do is just scroll at the bottom and you can see the analysis of substitute products are weak, buyers are moderate, entrants are moderate, suppliers are weak, rival firms. So the biggest threats to us at the moment is from buyers and the threat of new entrants, which again, these are moderate, so manageable. Essentially what this means is that the industry that I'm operating in is fairly conducive to profitability. So it's a good industry. Just by way of example, if I unticked all of these, you see rival firms have become stronger because I have more ticks in my strong than my weaker. And I'm just going to go ahead and just get that back to moderate. It was a weak, and there you go. So that's it for this video. 5 forces of competition to continue evaluating your external environment. Stay tuned for more videos and don't forget to subscribe.